Turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel. And the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
You ain't got nothing. Mike 9. Hey, we got to get to 9. Mike over there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. On play action. Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check nickel. Hey, Mike. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Cardinals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Crosby puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kingsley Keke able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
On the hole. Switch.
Murray now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
I got you.
Here's Murray from midfield. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Packers pick it up. 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 27, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
319 on the 50. Mike 9. Mike 9. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 9. Hey. You gotta. Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. I got him. Jumbo! Show it 8. 49. Check 49. Hey, 88.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 7.
Bang L. You can't block me.
Now Rodgers.
You can't block me.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, I got wide.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shit! Green!
From the gun, Murray.
All day, dog.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We got 4.
He's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike's 59. Man, I got you. Check 26, check 26. Larry! Here.
Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
91 is the mark.
Pollard again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
All day. Any day. Mike 9.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Switch. Omar.
Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers again now. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 1 now from the 7. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 buzz. Mike 9.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check 91 is the mic.
Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
You better, freak. I'm letting you know right.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Big Ace, Big Ace.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
1, 2, 3.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Easy, easy, easy.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
1, 2, 1.
Murray now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Check 59.
Murray going to throw.
Mike to 59. Do your job.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Target.
91 is the Mike.
You're not.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Tighten up. Check.
Now here's Pollard. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Get the ball. Watch out, watch out. Inside. Hey, 88, 88, 88. We didn't get
Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one down for a really good strike.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
No, off. Pick the edge. Come.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Second and 6 from the 10.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
Mike 9.
Back north.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
26.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. He's crashing. He's checking.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's it. Big hit.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Hey, we got a seal.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, fellas.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Woo!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Stop your wild.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, watch edge.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going for the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kingsley Keke bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
65.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
We gotta get to that. Mike over there. Here we go. 150. Hey, you block over here.
Mike 9. You must be dreaming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Watch the screen. Yeah, this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
91 is the mark.
First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Check 91. Nothing. Mike 91.
Army. 91.
To throw is Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check. Lucky.
Easy. Nine's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Check 3.
Hey, Ace.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to seal. Jumbo! Back north.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
318.
You ain't going nowhere.
Go to 50.
58, Mike. In your face. 58, right over there.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Who that?
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you've got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bang L. Here we go.
50. Hey, you block over the screen.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Rodgers looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Blue 58.
Check right. Double tight, double tight.
Hey.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Green Bay, they climbed to 6-2 on